welcome to my 41-week pregnancy update. I did not plan on being pregnant still, but I am. So I haven't updated in a few weeks. I figured I would do that. So let's get into it. Yeah. So since I haven't updated in a few weeks, I kind of want to jump back to a few weeks ago and just touch on one thing because I thought it was interesting. I started having about week 38 crazy headaches every day, same time, migraine style. I never get headaches, and I would get my blood pressure checked. I was checked for preeclampsia, all these things, and I was always negative, no protein in my urine, like everything was fine, but I still had these horrible headaches. So I finally went to my regular doctor instead of just my midwife, and she recommended, upping some supplements, taking Epsom salts bath. She did approve Tylenol if I needed to take that, which I did take a few times just because it was so overwhelmingly crushing where you can't even open your eyes. She also recommended a massage, and strangely enough, my headache was caused from the way that I sleep on my side right now. I have broad shoulders, and so they curl in and all my muscles tense up throughout my head, and then it was causing me these tension headaches, I guess. I don't know if that's what they're technically called, but I got a massage and that night they went away and it was like magic. So if you're having a headache issue, possibly try a massage. That might fix what's going on. And I went back for a second massage since then because it felt like they were kind of coming back, and also I just wanted a good excuse to go get a massage because massages are great. But if you do get a massage, make sure that you are going to someone who is trained with prenatal massage, because there are pressure points in your body that can put you into labor. If they hit those and you're not ready for your body to go into labor, then you're gonna be in trouble. So make sure that you know someone who is certified in prenatal massage if you go get a massage. Near my 40th week, my midwife suggested that I start taking some new supplements. So 2 supplements that I started taking, and one I was already kind of taking, but I upped the regularity of it. Borage oil, which is to help soften your cervix. So I started taking that. I just take it orally. You can take it vaginally, but I just didn't like that very much. So anyway, I'm just taking it orally. There are other ways to take it, but I take 1,000 milligrams once a day, and that just helps your body soften so the baby can come out. The second supplement, I was already drinking red raspberry leaf tea, but I got a tincture so that way it's not as much of a hassle to put together. Basically, I just take this tincture and I put a teaspoon, I believe. Yeah, a teaspoon in a little bit of water, and I swoosh it up, and I take it 2 to 3 times a day, depending on how much I'm home and if I remember. But that helps tone your uterus, and you have to make sure that you get red raspberry leaf. Not just raspberry flavored tea, but red raspberry leaf tea. It doesn't taste like raspberries, it just tastes like tea. But it's meant to tone your uterus and then help your contractions be more effective. I don't want to say stronger and scare people thinking that they're going to be more intense, because that's not the case. It makes them more effective. So it's just like if you were to tone your muscles, it makes your body more effective when you're trying to lift stuff up. Being that we're so close to the end, we're actually overdue by 1 week and 1 day now, I finally hung up my birth affirmations that a friend got for me. And these things are the best. They are so positive. They get you in a great mindset. We're doing a home birth, so I have them here in my bedroom. I have them on the mirror of my bathroom. I have them all over my living room because that's where the birthing pool is gonna go. That's where I plan on giving birth. Even if it doesn't go that way, I have them in these other locations. So that way, as I'm moving around throughout my labor, I can see them, be reminded, stay in a positive place mentally, and try to enjoy the process as much as I can, which I really have faith that I can do this and that it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful process. And these affirmations are gonna help keep me in that space and not slip into fear and anxiety and things that are gonna shut me down. You know, I want to stay open and calm and relaxed and joyous and fulfilled, and in the mindset that this is such a huge blessing that I get to go through as a woman, and it's my first time, and I'm just excited. A lot of people I know talk about symptoms in their like videos, but I don't really have any like symptoms of pregnancy. Like, I don't feel bad, I feel great, I feel fine. I just feel like my normal self. All of my like, you know, I sleep like 10 hours a night and I wake up to use the restroom a few times, but I sleep in. I'm not working right now, so I'm able to just kind of go to bed, and when I wake up and go back to sleep, I just do that until I have like 9 or 10 hours of sleep, and then I get out of bed. It's not like, I don't know, I'm not taking naps anymore during the day very often, unless I'm really like out there doing a bunch of stuff, then I will. But I don't have any like aches, pains, any of these things. No nausea, no nothing. Once I took care of those headaches early on, totally fine. I actually feel more normal now than I have throughout my entire pregnancy. I just happen to have a huge baby bump, which is great, and I can feel her moving, and she's all healthy, so that's good. But anyway, so no like symptoms, I guess. So moving on to self-care, which is maybe why I don't have these symptoms, or you know, I don't have swollen feet, I don't have any of that stuff going on. I've been going to the chiropractor throughout about the last half of my pregnancy. So I've continued to do that. I see him about every other week right now. Again though, just like with the massage, if you go to a chiropractor and you're pregnant, you have got to make sure they're certified to work with pregnant women. It's called the Bradley method that my chiropractor uses, and it's specific to pregnant women, keeping our bodies in line, our hips appropriate and loose, and our what are these called? It's, oh, she's moving. Oh, our round ligaments. Yeah, so he like stretches out my round ligaments when I go in. He'll stretch out my hamstrings and do an adjustment to make sure my spine's in line and my hips are good. And we stretch out a few other muscles as well, all in the hip, like back leg region, because we want that nice and loose, nice and open, so that way my body will just open up for delivery and we won't have any hang-ups. Another thing I started doing recently is massage, which I talked about earlier. It's been beautiful. I really recommend doing some self-care at the end of your pregnancy. I heard stuff like that, and now that I'm here, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so important, because like taking Epsom salt lavender baths, going to the chiropractor, getting a massage, and I know this stuff sounds like it might be like pricey, but it really doesn't have to be. And if you spread it out over, you know, the last few weeks. Anyway, feeling more like a normal person than just like a tired pregnant mess, which is nice because I'm, you know, about to transition out of pregnancy into motherhood. And I think taking care of ourselves while we take care of our babies is important. You know, we need to remember that we need to take care of ourselves as well as our babies, and that will teach our kids to take care of themselves, so on and so forth. Healthy cycle, basically. Besides that, this last week or so, we've had a lot of family in town, so we've been doing a little bit of stuff with them, but for the most part, I've just been chilling, relaxing, trying not to think too much about the fact that I haven't gone into labor yet, which is kind of hard, but I know that she'll come when she's ready, and that's just part of it. I mean, our due dates are just an estimate. They're not science. They're not like, you can't say that a baby's gonna be in gestation for exactly this many weeks and days. Every woman's different. Every baby's different. You don't really know when conception exactly happened. So I understand that it's more like a birth month, like 2 weeks before your due date, 2 weeks after. Yeah, somewhere in there. So only 41 in a day. My midwife told me first time moms go an average of 10 days over. So by Tuesday, hopefully something will happen, but again, that's just an average. Maybe I'm a mom that goes a little bit longer, and that's fine. As long as she's healthy and I'm healthy, I'm good with it. It doesn't matter. Obviously, I want to meet her, but if she's not ready, I'm in no rush to like force her out of my body. You know, if she still needs to grow a little bit or develop anything, have at it, little one. I am here for you. Okay, and the last thing, the most important thing, I have been surrounding myself with positive people. I stay out of negative conversations. I want to do this labor naturally. I believe that I can do this labor naturally. And having people around me that also believe that is incredible. I have made a friend down here who recently had a baby, and she did a home birth, all natural. She had a great experience. She said she can't wait to do it again. And I so look forward to that being my own experience as well. I also have friends that are just encouraging of keeping a positive mindset, and I'm very grateful to all of them. I have family that's the same way, and so just keeping these people around is really important. So if you are a believer that birth is beautiful and that it can be a joyous experience, then surround yourself with people who believe that, because I truly believe it can be. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy, I'm not saying it's gonna be a walk in the park, but you can enjoy it. You can realize the beauty in the pain and struggle, and I just feel like it's gonna be the craziest, most beautiful, life-changing experience that I ever go through. And if you want to believe that, you should, and do not let anybody take that away from you. Fight for that. Stand your ground. If you need to cut people out of your life, cut them out. Don't talk to them, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing that you're gonna get to do, and you should absolutely do it your way. And if you want to believe in a positive framework around this, do it. And if shit hits the fan, oh well, you tried. But at least you tried, because yeah, you just have to. I don't know. That's how I feel about it, at least. I know that every, like 90% of women out there in America are like, whatever. They all have their own story, and that's fine. They earned their stories. That's great. They can view it however they want. You get to earn your story too, and you get to view it how you want, and you get to look at it from whichever angle you desire. And so if you want to see it as a beautiful experience, then own that and claim it and rock it out, because I believe in you and I believe in me. And you can do whatever you want, whatever you put your mind to, you can freaking do it. Anyways, a little tangent there. But yeah, so I will update afterwards and be very candid about my experience. I will not leave out any details on pain, mental things that I go through throughout my process. You know, I will be very honest about it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I think there's more good in there than women, than some people talk about. So anyway, but we'll see. Maybe I'm completely fucking wrong. I doubt it though. I doubt it. Okay, well, everybody have a blessed day, and hopefully I won't be doing a 42-week or 43-week pregnancy update, but if I don't give birth within like the next 10 days, I will update again. One last thing, I am doing a ultrasound this week. I have a midwife appointment tomorrow, and within a day or two of that, I will be doing an ultrasound to make sure that her amniotic fluid is good and the placenta is still working well and everything like that. So as long as it is, then we're just gonna keep on waiting. But have a great day. Bye.